With the beautiful Puget Sound just to our west, you get a look inside Lumen Field here in Seattle, Washington. Today on to Week 15 in the NFL, and we've got a good matchup in store, as it'll be the Dragons of Louisville taking on the Seattle Seahawks. The byes are over. It's now a 4-week sprint to the finish, and we are underway here in Week 15. Devin Duvernay now returning from the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Here's Wilson to throw right away. Through the middle of the field. And he's going to get this to the 40-yard line. 17 yards on the game's opening play and a quick first down. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. He'll get this into the hands of Nico Collins. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 11 yards there and a first down for Seattle. And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth. When the ball's arriving and there's a defender there, he just comes down with the ball. He competes and takes it away. Great hands, great ability to finish the catch.
From the 48-yard line, here's a second down and 9. Play action. Now Wilson. The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. The Seahawks moving pretty well through the air. Another first down.
And, partner, they're locked in man coverage out left, and they end up running a crossing route. Rounded it a little bit more than a slant. And he's just going to angle himself towards the right side of the field, and that's very difficult for a defender to shadow him across all that ground.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. And now off to the races, down the right side. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Christian McCaffrey, 33 yards. And the Seahawks get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. The PAT up and good, but hold on a second. There is a flag. And that flag accepted. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. Oh, he shifts past him. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line.
Let's go.
So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on second and less than a yard. quick throw by Stroud, complete out wide.
If you're a wide receiver and they call a screen pass, you're counting on some people being out in front of you blocking. But that play was well diagnosed by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. And they got there and swarmed and finished off the play.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Stroud off the play fake. And he's got the speedster Goodwin. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. That one goes for 24 yards.
And we're going to see the ball in the air quite a bit here. This is a top 5 passing offense in the NFL. And they certainly like to get everybody involved. So this defense, they're going to have to be able to counterpunch somehow. They couldn't there, and it's an opening drive, 1st down.
Oh, and that one well designed as he'll take this down to the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll run it again with Henry. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
You talk about this Seahawk defense.
They were excellent in that win over the 49ers last week.
And what I saw on film was nearly an unstoppable pass rush. They had 5 sacks last week, plenty of hurries. So now do you just max protect on offense, keep everyone in and run, 1 or 2 receiver routes to make sure your quarterback stays up? We'll soon find out.
He'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. 1st and goal and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back. They'll try and run for it with Henry. And only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
19 Lions.
On 2nd down, it's Stroud. Henry's got it out on the left side. And they get him down at the 1. He had the broken tackle, but ultimately could not get into the end zone.
Well, safe to say the passing game has found a rhythm. He's now 4 of 4, but might need to be 5 of 5 to keep this drive going here as they face a...
And he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown.
C.J. Stroud
scoring on the sneak from a yard out.
And the Dragons respond to that opening drive touchdown with one of their own.
And this is something right out of the Philadelphia playbook. They were successful running this with Jalen Hurts. But this is a copycat league, so if it works for them, everyone thinks it'll probably work for us. And here, it does.
Extra point by McCann, up and good.
And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away.
Duvernay now going to bring it out.
Powering his way forward.
And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
And, Charles, you look at these two teams, these are those kind of litmus test games in the second half of the season that if you're a coach or a player, you can either really look forward to them or really dread them, depending on your point of view.
And if you're dreading them, you're not going to go very far in the playoffs. You need to look forward to these kind of games because here we've got 2 division leaders, both real contenders for the NFC title. And you're right, you love having easy games on your schedule, but you need some games like this to toughen you up a bit and ensure that you're ready for the shock of playoff football.
Even with the good footwork, he'll be stopped just inside the 35-yard line. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
The Seahawks at 12-1 now to start play. And I tell you, it has been a few months now since they've tasted defeat, and they are without question the hottest team in football.
And I'm really...
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Nick Bolton.
And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line.
So the interception there, and Charles, I'd imagine that's something you can maybe live with in December, but not come January.
And I love how you make the distinction there. You're talking about regular season versus the postseason, the playoffs. Because these guys, they've already clinched a playoff spot, but they know, looking ahead, when they get into the postseason, they've got to take better care of the football because turnovers in that situation, they really become magnified.
They begin with Henry. And he stopped immediately there. The linebacker, C.J. Mosley, in on the stop.
Now a 2nd and 10. Play action. Stroud now. That is caught by Dell.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one covers 29 yards. First down. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
Well, that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
Play action. Here's Stroud.
His throw incomplete.
When you talk about this Seahawk defense,
they've been pretty good against the pass. Not amazing, but good. Number 13 in the league.
And while teams don't like to talk about it, they're pretty proud of their rankings. But this ranking is going to be put to the test today because they're going up against a top 5 passing offense in this one.
And they'll get this out quickly to Goodwin.
And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 37. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
Back to throw. Here's Stroud.
They set up the screen for Henry. And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
Line of scrimmage, the 24. This is 2nd and 6. Stroud, he's going to audible to something else. Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
In any event, it happened pretty quickly. I'm not sure he made the right decision on that one. I think if he had it to do over again, he would have found a different target downfield. But he made his decision, and that one's incomplete.
7th play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6. Henry running right. And trying to push forward, but he is going to be stuffed up in the backfield. 4th down now after a loss of 2.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
These two teams all tied after 1. Ready for the second quarter, and it's our visitors with the football as they've got it with a 4th down coming up. And the first play will be a field goal try. From the right hash, this from 53.
McCann's kick up and good. That kick, by the way, Charles, a career long.
Well, we did watch him in pregame, and he hit from this distance, so not a surprise. But there still is something exciting about it, carrying it over from practice and pregame to actually doing it in live action.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway.
And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive, in particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, and some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes and get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
A gain there of 21 yards. Now Wilson on first down. And that is incomplete. That pass just a little bit off. It looked like maybe he tried to force it in there.
Game speed, always different, no matter what you do in practice. Can't simulate it, right? So your decision making, everything has to be a little bit quicker. Sometimes it can throw you off until you adjust.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 95 catches for him now on the year, and it's a first down. Throwing again here, Wilson. He finds Hopkins complete. So the completion good for 7 there, and it's second down. A great job there, Charles, just to hold on, absorb that contact. I guess that's the risk you take catching the ball toward the middle of the field.
It is, and if you're going to gain yardage, you're going to have to go there at some point. But how about the read, okay? The eyes of that play, stepping out from the middle of the field and really making a big hit. Did not get free, but boy, that's a tough area.
He's got him in, complete. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. George Kittle with touchdown number 23 here on the year. And the Seahawks have regained the lead. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is now 14-10. Long now will kick it away following the touchdown. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Their dreams of an undefeated season shattered with the loss a week ago. Now, look, whenever an undefeated team goes down, you always hear some say, well, they needed that. I don't know, Charles. Is that a narrative that you buy into?
Well, I haven't met a coach yet that feels like they needed that loss. You know, that's not something that they're in favor of. But I do know this. People like us, our colleagues, all of us in the media, constantly hammering a team that's undefeated. Hey, do you think you can do it the whole season? Can you carry it the whole way? That does wear down a group, and sometimes that loss get us off your back. You can move forward from there.
Rookie to rookie on the hook up there, and it's a first down.
Let's go!
Inside handoff, Henry. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 40 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far. A lot of running backs, a little bit of a disadvantage when you start talking MVP. Might not be the case this year. You think he's got a shot, don't you?
I do. I think he's got more than a shot. But what he's going to need here down the stretch this late in the season, he needs that big closing game, that game that we're all going to reflect on and go, oh, my goodness, did he put up a number, let's say 200 plus?
And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. 12 more yards there and another first down.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Stroud now on 1st and 10. Dancing to his left. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
I haven't met a quarterback yet that didn't enter the league with a massive chip on his shoulder if he wasn't a first-round pick. They want to show the league that they made a big mistake. Determined to get the first down there, no hesitation at all to tuck it and go. I bet he would have tried running through their entire defense if it meant reaching that marker.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
Let's go.
2nd and 10. Henry up the middle. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Stroud sets up the play action. And did he get the feet down? Yes, touchdown. Take down. A 16-yard touchdown. And the Dragons have taken the lead. I'll let you do the analysis, partner, but with every touchdown pass this young quarterback throws and with the success that his team has had, I just continue to be more and more impressed.
Let's both do the analysis. Impressed. Aren't we both?
Yeah.
I mean, and why shouldn't we be? We've seen him improve throughout the year. We've seen him settle in now, and you can see the confidence of the team has grown. His confidence has grown. I think that everyone around this guy feels good about what they've seen, and it's also safe for him when he's driving home to turn on Sports Talk Radio. He's okay.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football.
2nd and 9 from the 44. They go play action now. Wilson. Looking for Hopkins, and he's got him on the crossing route. There he goes, right side. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Russell Wilson with 2 first-half touchdown passes.
And the Seahawks have yet again retaken the lead.
Now the try here for the point after. And oh, it's blocked. And oh, the defense has it. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. And all the way into the end zone, and that's 2 points.
Well, I think I need an oxygen mask after those last 2 plays, CD. The long touchdown followed by the even longer return on the block PAT.
I wonder if after that long touchdown, if someone actually needed a play off and didn't take it, and maybe that was the breakdown in protection and led to the block.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive.
And right now, we've got a little bit of an offensive masterpiece going on both sides, moving the football, scoring points. It's almost like somebody put the defense on rookie mode in this one. I mean, we haven't even left the first half, Charles, and we're certainly on pace for a shootout.
An excellent start for both offenses. The fans have to be enjoying this, to seeing all these points go up on the board. As a former defender, you know I'm not enjoying this at all, but right now, both these teams just trading haymakers. Let's see if anyone slips up first. Can anyone counter with a nice little jab and get things going in their direction?
And they work this well upfield across the 45. That one good for 26 and a first down. Tenth carry now for Derrick Henry. Trying to keep those big legs churning, but he's going to go down in the backfield. Chris Jones that time coming in with a tackle behind the line. After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13.
Stroud looking to throw.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Kyle Van Noy make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes.
And just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, the quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
Under pressure, and they got to him again. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. They punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Take it at the 37. That'll go as a 39-yard punt. Give him 9 on the return. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown. And the last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now Wilson.
That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked up by Nick Bolton.
And his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line.
And that's what we've seen from this defense all year long because they've been so good at finding ways to take the football away. And they just gave us another example right here. A strong defense, that's something you're going to need to rely on come playoff time. And this crew has got one. There's no doubt about that, Brandon.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive.
They'll start following the interception in great field position at the 45. Now they'll throw it with Stroud here, 1st and 10.
Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. It looks like a 12-yard loss there on the 1st down sack. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Running from the gun with Henry. And he'll get this only up to about the 35. They get 2 yards back, but they're going to need a lot more than that here on 3rd down. Now the Seahawks call the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Down the right sideline.
He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a 2nd and just a few inches left.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
To throw is Wilson. Escaping the pressure right. And he's going to be swallowed up and taken down. Sacked back at the 5-yard line. It'll go as a loss of 3 on the sack, and it brings up 3rd down. And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the 2nd quarter. Final play of the half. It's Wilson toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
The way he's been slinging it in the first half, you expect everything he throws to go for a touchdown, but I guess he's going to have to wait to try and pick up that 3rd, isn't he?
Yeah, I thought he had him for a 2nd, but you're right, not to be. And his kick is right there. It's good. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the 2nd half.
And we will not have a run back here as the 2nd half starts with a touchback.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive.
Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the 3rd quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the second half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the third quarter.
Second down, they go again with Henry.
And they work this well upfield across the 45.
66 yards rushing for him in this one as he starts to draw nearer to a 1,500-yard campaign.
A solid run by Derrick Henry, and here's another 1st and 10.
On the bootleg, Stroud.
Rolling to his right.
Open man, that's Henry.
And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. A lot of effort there for just a 3-yard gain, and now second down.
And they'll go play action here with Stroud. He's got Derrick Henry again, back-to-back catches.
And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Well, they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
Stroud to the air on 1st and 10. This will go to Henry out wide.
And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line. He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
On second down, here's Henry. And he tries to power forward, but he will not get back to the line of scrimmage. A loss on that play, and now third down gets tougher. 3rd and 6.
And Stroud now to throw.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches. From here, this would have been a 48-yarder, but no, they're going to go for it. They'll run for it with Henry. And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid 4th down conversion. And defensively, pure frustration. They keep it with Henry on 1st down. And out of bounds right around the 20. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Now Stroud. Throw over the middle is taken in by Dell.
It's a first down, his 4th catch of the game after having 3 in the first half.
Here we go, here we go.
Stroud out of the gun here. Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception.
Picked off by Micah Hyde. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
So what a turn of events there. You're driving to take the lead in this third quarter, but then one mistake, and you're watching the ball being returned for a touchdown.
Certainly a great example of how focus has to be there on every play, doesn't it, partner? You can't get complacent, and I think that he did. He's got him moving downfield, but that's a play where he just shouldn't have thrown the football. And ultimately could wind up costing him the ball game.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away.
And this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Now, they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership.
60 Vikings, 60 Vikings.
The second down throw now from Stroud. And he's going to be intercepted for the third time thus far. Picked off by the linebacker, C.J. Mosley.
I'm so sorry, Dion. I'm so sorry.
21-yard line. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way?
And that's a touchdown, but hold on. There is a flag down on the field. We'll have to see what this is about. So obviously they will decline the penalty there, and the result is 6 points. A try here for the extra point. And the lead is up to 18 now.
Long now will kick it away following the touchdown.
And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25.
Ready, ready.
They're coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive.
Henry will get it. He's been busy today. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
2 things to watch. First, his strength in being able to break out that initial contact. But at his size, once you slow his momentum, it's hard for him to get it started again and end up tackling him behind the line of scrimmage.
On 2nd down, it's Stroud. That is caught by Dell.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A first down carry for Henry.
And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open.
Well, they get to Stroud, nowhere to go, and he goes down.
Chris Jones in there to get him for a loss of 9 yards, and that also leads to 4th down. So they bring their punter out there now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. This is brought in at the 21. They'll score that a 36-yard punt.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. Your 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
And strong running there as he's across midfield and down to the 49.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Wilson.
He'll get this out wide here to McCaffrey. He's got room at the 30.
And finally wrestled down at the 11. A big play there on the catch and run. 37 yards. We're off to the 4th quarter here in Week 15. Happy holidays to all. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Throwing is Wilson. That is caught at the 7-yard line. So give them 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
3rd down and 1.
They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And he will take this one in for the Seattle touchdown.
Christian McCaffrey
with a milestone career touchdown number 100. Joining Curtis Martin and Franco Harris at the century mark as he continues to climb the all-time list.
And the Seahawks add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. Long now will kick it away following the touchdown. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive.
Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room. And
his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by the former Husky, Marcus Peters. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line.
Well, it's not the first time we've seen him give one up here during his rookie season. And in this case, zone coverage forced the mistake. He's made some strides week to week in how he's handling the different type of coverages that he's seeing.
Dion, you could just go to sleep, man. It's over.
McCaffrey running up the middle. DeForest Buckner in on the tackle.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box.
Touchdown, Seahawks. Russell Wilson now with 4 touchdown passes on the afternoon.
And the Seahawks are on their way to a 13th win on the year as they add on to their lead.
Extra point splits the uprights. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead.
Long now will kick it away following the touchdown.
And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds. So really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line.
Okay. I don't know what happened, Dion. It's just, you know, shit happens. I don't know.
Gave you some points here.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 42. A 20th carry now for Derrick Henry. Puts it on the carpet. It's out. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. And I don't know that that fumble is going to matter a whole lot. You look at the deficit here in the 4th. It doesn't matter. The coach on the sideline still scratching his head.
Yeah, not only scratching his head, but probably right